Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. A new woman in white has emerged, but is she who we believe her to be? Furthermore, is she really as scary as she seems? Days of Our Lives presented us with two potentially deadly mysteries this week, combining that with yet another stalker scenario for Salem. Do they have a strong start to the year, or are they preparing for February sweeps, if the show still does that? And is there still a chance to win us over, or has the show underestimated how interested we are in these mysteries? Let's investigate. A woman wearing red and white. Is this woman wearing white the same woman as before? I'm not sure if the show was trying to convince us that she is Rachel Blake, the mother of Kristen and Peter, or if it was just giving us a history lesson to explain who she is. Her past is briefly reviewed here, along with a fantastic 1995 promo for Days of Our Lives. They would not be the first to use that tactic. And compared to the woman we met 30 years ago, this one seems to be far more bloodthirsty. For now, I'm willing to go along for the trip since I'm curious. Let's not prolong this mystery, though. In addition, I can recall showing my naive friends how to operate a rotary phone, just like maybe Rachel did with little Rachel, as I was one of the few children who still possessed one during the 1980s and 1990s. In the shadowed Armid, Rachel and the woman in white from Days pick up the rotary phone to dial Ava. I'm happy that the program is at last tackling Rachel's issues in a way that goes beyond simply saying, "Oh, she's just spoiled and precocious." Both Kristen and Brady are admitting that she has mental and emotional problems that they ought to have addressed. However, Kristen is already reverting to blaming Ava for everything. However, this episode and Kristen's desire for her daughter to become more Blake than Demara make me believe that when she is recast in a few months, we will be seeing a very different persona. Additionally, I was going to criticize the program for not having someone examine Rachel's tunnels, but by Friday, Kristen finally decided it would be a good idea to investigate the most obvious location. Until EJ intervened. Regarding Ava, I wouldn't be really concerned about her. Although I'm not sure what Rachel Blake may have planned for her, I can see tiny Rachel realizing this isn't a game and trying to save her if she pushes for open murder. It would also be unfortunate to murder Ava at this time. She seemed to be struggling to find her role on the show, but I think she's now settling in, whether it's dating Brady or mentoring Sophia like a mother. And I kind of wish she would eventually lose it with Amy so we can watch them battle. The mother's sins? It was really hard for Ava to just stand there and watch Sophia and Amy fight. However, I suppose she needs to stay updated so she is aware of what is going on when she adopts Sophia. Take my word for it, damn it, that's where this is going. Even though Amy is annoying, she makes a good counterpoint to Holly, Tate, Brady, Sophia, and Ava, as well as us, and I'm happy that this week they showed a more sympathetic side of her with the sonogram. Days as she watches Sophia and Amy argue in the bistro, Ava grins a little. Her remarks that she doesn't need to put herself in Sophia's position because she is a sinner also got me to thinking. Was she also an adolescent mother who had an abortion before having a conversion experience? Or perhaps she regrets placing the child for adoption. She is more complex than she first appears to be. Please, God, give her more so she isn't a cliché with only one dimension. Redux soap stalker. I'm not sure how many people watched One Life to Live, but Fraternity Row, their soap opera within a soap opera, also featured a stalker who was harassing people. Additionally, if Body and Soul is based on One Life to Live, I don't expect on it to be the last straw that ends it before the writer switches, even if I've been hoping for it. Fraternity Row was also never halted by the stalker. Bonnie is being followed. Days. Although Alex appears to be the next target, I don't think Days of Our Lives will actually commit to killing anyone, unlike the stalker from Fraternity Row. Liability worried Seth, aside from possibly poor. I apologize, Seth. Since they use the locals as performers, writers, directors, and producers and film at Salem University Hospital, there isn't really another throwaway Body and Soul crew anyplace. I'm not here to go into detail about how ridiculous the entire production is, though. This time, the stalker's physical form is more akin to a woman's, as we have all noticed. The most popular fan hypothesis at the moment is that it's Nurse Whitley, although I hope not because she's almost as clear a suspect as Carrie. Here is a list of some potential suspects, in case you were wondering. But where is the show taking Carrie if he isn't the stalker, which I'm quite sure he isn't? Yes, I am aware. Superfan Carrie will purchase body and soul, relocate it back to Los Angeles, and ensure it never resurfaces once Kate and Abe decide to part with it. Wandering thoughts. Bonnie's hospital scene, where she was in traction and fighting to mumble while Justin talked over everything she was trying to say, felt like it was staged for laughs, even though I understand that she is comic relief. Sadly, days Alex and Justin gazed down at Bonnie in her hospital bed, covered in bandages and in terrible condition following her elevator accident. Thus, EJ outlined his strategy for exacting revenge on Jada. It seems fragile. Use RoboRafe to expose Jada after framing her for wrongdoing? Why does he require Arnold once more? To serve as Rafe as police commissioner indefinitely? Having stated that, there are moments when I forget that I'm interacting with someone who has a thumbtack's IQ. I'm still entertained by EJ and Arnold. Armid is where in the world? As if the Blake residence were next door to the DiMera home, Ava stopped by in a matter of minutes. It almost surprises me that Leo and Javi waited for Carrie to leave before getting back into bed together. They wasted no time at all. This week, Philip and Xander essentially stayed the same. However, whenever they discuss initiating a DiMera/Kyriakis conflict, my ears always perk up. In today's recap, Sophia and Tate decide to adopt, and Brady and Kristen discover Rachel's location. Who is Carrie? As they plunge into the future, Javi and Leo pause for a moment to consider the past. When Holly has something she wants to talk about, Doug is there for her again. Sophia makes a fairly audacious offer to Tate at the same moment. Brady and Kristen seek for their lost daughter, their anxieties growing by the house. Rachel, meantime, makes an agreement with the enigmatic woman she has started to feel a connection with. What an experience to share with our kids, said Allison Sweeney after her amazing night out. Spoilers for Tuesday, January 28th's episode of Days of Our Lives. As their wedding day draws near, RoboRafe and Jada are hosting parties for each other. When Chanel, her daughter, needs Paulina, she is there. Her father gives Stephanie some words of encouragement. Belle and EJ end up having a somewhat intense argument. Could they be at odds with one another again? God knows that we're prepared for them to become the next super couple in Salem, with a built-in problem, of course. Joy Behar of The View enlists Susan Lucci, a legend of all my children. Spoilers for Wednesday, January 29th's episode of Days of Our Lives. Chanel awakens at a location that was almost unexpected. Marlena is going to be taken by surprise by Belle and EJ. Doctor, look away. Brady starts to worry about Ava. Is she in danger, though? In order to provide Johnny some background information, Kristen chooses to open the DiMera family history book. Check out our handy-dandy guide right here if you too need a reminder of who is who and what has been done to whom in the dysfunctional clan. Spoilers for Thursday, January 30th, on Days of Our Lives. Although Leo views Marlena as a friend, would he still feel that way once she questions his recent choices? Arnold makes Javi, his doppelganger's cousin, keep his lips sipped while he maintains his farce as Rafe. We believe that JJ and Gabby were making rapid progress. However, it turns out that he is hesitant about something.